Good morning, everyone. Thanks for coming to class today. Um, we're going to be playing with our upper bodies today. This is an area, especially as we get older, hate that phrase, that we can lose strength pretty quickly. And we want to keep using so easy body work, our body weight yoga to keep these muscles and bones strong in our upper bodies. So you're going to want a strap. I'm going to move my blocks out of the way. So you don't want anything directly overhead because you're going to be taking the strap over your head and back. And once we get settled, in fact, you could do it now if you want while you're still upright. I would take the strap in either hand and then wrap it around your hands lightly, loosely, a few times on both sides. So that eventually, it's a long strap. If you got I have an 8 foot, so that's taken a while. But if you have a 10 foot, you'll be here for a while. Um, so that it is roughly, it's just wider than shoulder width apart. I think that feels pretty good to me. So you don't want it this tight. You want it out more so at a diagonal, but enough that when you put your arms up, you could maybe pull to the sides and you've got some resistance. So that's what we're looking at. And if it feels okay for you, just leave your hands like that. Make sure these aren't wrapped really tight, and then come on down to the floor. Ah. And you can keep your knees bent, your feet on the floor, maybe rock those knees side to side a little bit. Take some nice deep breaths to start to get your spine feeling kind of nice and loose. And then allow the knees to come to center. If you would like, you can take the knees in and the feet wide, or just keep your feet hands width apart, or hips width apart, hands width apart, hips width apart, and let your hands rest on your belly. Make sure that strap isn't super tight. You should have no loss of circulation in those hands because of it. And just pause here and maybe you feel your hips. Where are they on the floor, on your mat? Do they feel pretty even from side to side and up and down? And then maybe lift one shoulder and then the other shoulder and make your upper back really wide and then let that come back to the floor. And again, maybe feel where your head is in alignment with the rest of your spine and find your breath. And with the hands resting on the belly, maybe you take a nice deep breath in and exhale it out through your mouth. And again, doing that deep inhale and exhaling. Good. Stay with that nice deep breath and nice full exhale. And imagine that each in breath is drawing energy into the body. And then each exhale is releasing excess energy or waste or things you don't need anymore. Good. Few more breaths right here. And last one. And then let the eyes flutter open. If the knees were together, go ahead and separate them so that they are hips width apart. And then take the strap with your hands overhead and let the arms rest on the floor behind you. Now, this uh, check your shoulders, right? If you need to go wider with your strap, or maybe you want to go more narrow, just see how that feels. The elbows are soft. Your head is still neutral. You haven't lifted your chin or done anything weird like that, right? You just got your head in a neutral position. Feel the back of your spine. Check your tailbone. Make sure you're not overarching your lower back. And then just let the arms be heavy. We don't we don't stay or go into this position a lot, and we can forget how to stretch that upper part of the chest, how to use the arms overhead. So imagine that imagine that your hands are reaching for the ceiling. Don't reach them up, but imagine the ceiling's behind you, and the crown of the head is also reaching behind you as we feel the arms start to open up a little bit. And then very simply, all we're going to do is inhale the arms up, exhale them down toward our legs, inhale them up, exhale them back to the floor. Good. 4 more, just like that. Inhale up, exhale down to your lap, inhale it up, exhale behind your head. Good. Inhale, exhale down, inhale up, and exhale behind to left. Inhale it up, exhale, inhale up, exhale behind, and then last one, inhale up, exhale down to your lap, inhale it up, exhale behind the head, and just pause there again. Soften the elbows. Now, if you want, you could create a little bit of tension behind or between the hands. And I do mean a little, like 10% at most. You don't want to create a lot of tension here. We're going to use these arms a bunch. So straighten your right leg down to the floor. Maybe just notice how that changes how the shoulders feel. And then as you inhale the arms up, you're taking that leg up, nice flexed foot, bring both up to center. Maybe the strap touches the leg, maybe not. And exhale it down. Good. 4 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. If you want a little bit more work, the right leg doesn't fully touch the floor. And exhale it down. Good. 2 more. Inhale up. Just think about the arms. Think about what the shoulders are doing. Down. And last one for the right leg. And all the way down. Bend your right knee. That foot comes to the floor. The left leg straightens. Pause here. Just see where the hips go, where the low back goes, if the shoulders change. And then 5 of these. Take the leg up. Exhale it down. Inhale up. Exhale it down. And 3, and down, and 4, and down. Good. Last one. Inhale the leg up. Exhale down. Release that left side. That knee bends. Take the arms up to the ceiling, down to your belly. Give those shoulders a momentary break, everybody. You can shake out the hips if you want. And at any point, if your shoulders start to get really fatigued, just take a moment break, put them back down by the hips, and that'll give those muscles a bit of a break. All right, so arms back overhead, right leg straight. Find your breath, flex your foot, inhale up, take the right leg part way down, and the arms part way down. Sorry, I forgot that part. Good. Take them up. So partway down means taking those legs and arms at a diagonal, working with the muscles a little bit more, not taking them all the way to the floor, up and partway down, maybe halfway. And last one, take that and hold. So that leg is partway down, the arms are partway down. Turn the palms to face each other. Breathe and then pull the strap apart just a little bit. Your head, your neck are relaxed, your jaw is relaxed. Breathe. Take it all the way up and exhale all the way down. Bend that knee, foot to the floor, left leg straight. Here we go again. Take it up, part way down. This is your left side. Take it up, part way, and up, part way. Good. Last one here. Up, part way. Hold here. Turn the palms to face each other. Pull the strap away a little bit as if you were trying to pull that strap apart. Find your breath. And all the way up, all the way down, and release. Take those arms down, let them rest on your belly. We're almost done with this little series. You can come back to any stage of this that you want. The last one we're doing are both arms and both legs. So you want to be mindful here, especially with the lower back. So you're going to take the arms overhead. You're going to bend both knees and come to 90 degrees. We're going to do 10 of these, first with knees and then with straight legs. So as you bring the arms up, the knees will stay right where they are, 90 degrees. So take the arms up. Exhale, part way down. So those heels want to come to the floor, but they're not. The arms want to come to the floor, but they're not. And squeeze up. That's 2. And down. Now those heels can go pretty close to the floor. Just watch your back. 3 and up. 4. Come on, we got this. And 5. Bring the knees up, straighten the legs up to the ceiling. Now, if that knee portion was a good little challenge for you, stay with that. Otherwise, we're going to do the arms and the legs. I want you to wrap the strap around maybe one more time so the shoulders are a little closer. The palms face each other. Your hands are about shoulder width apart now. You're going to inhale here. Exhale, part way down. See if you can hold. Inhale up. Exhale, part way down. Inhale up. How far you go is up to you. Exhale down. Inhale up. Yep. Exhale, part way. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, part way. Listen up. Hold. Squeeze the heck out of your belly. Take it up just an inch. Just an inch. Yes, yes, yes. You got it. Take it up another inch. Woo! Take it up another inch. I'm really doing like inch, half inches. Take it up, and then all the way up. Bend your knees. Let both feet come to the floor. Undo your hands from your strap. Set your strap aside. Bring those knees to your chest and rock side to side. And then roll yourself over to one side and come on up. Woohoo! That was fun. I have an interesting definition of fun. I hope that was fun for you. Grab both of your blocks. We're going to stay with core for a minute. So we're going to play a little bit with boat pose. If you would like your blanket under your cute little butt so that you're not digging bone into mat, go ahead and do that. And then you're going to take one block and put it between your knees. It's a beautiful day. And flex your feet. You're going to have that other block in your hands, and you're going to find that spot when you lean back that your belly muscles start to engage. And if you're not sure, lean forward and you feel it's not, there's not a whole lot of engagement happening there. And then lean back, there it is, right? You can find that abdominal engagement. And then just dig your heels into the floor and try to pull those heels back isometrically. Squeeze your block, maybe 20%. Other block is in your hands. We're going to do a little bit of oblique work. So side to side, 1 and 2, 3, and just feel, right? You want this movement to go through the waist, right? Through the center of your abdominals. You shouldn't feel it in your back, low back. Breathe. If your low back is getting chatty, come up a little bit higher. That's it. Just 2 more here. And 2, and 1, and come to center. To me, it's amazing how much I feel just that. I think, "Oh, yeah, there they go." Breathe. All right. Blocks between the legs, hands between your block or on the outsides of your block. Either you're gonna dig in or right? You know you gotta do it. Take those heels up. See if you can find balance. And let's do 10 right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, center, and let go. And just find your breath. All right, we have one more set here. You're going to take that block from between your legs to between your feet. I find this a different way of doing it. For some, it'll be more challenging. For some, it's going to be a little easier. Again, maybe the heels stay on the floor and you just squeeze your block, or you see if you can take them up. Hands here. Let's start on the other side. We're going to do 10. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. See if you can come to center and hold. Take the arms out. Woo! There we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and take it down. Oh, yeah. Isn't that nice? Good. Come on to center. Take one leg out, take the other leg, and bring it in. So again, we always know, right? If this knee is high, it is not a problem. You just place a block underneath it as high as you need to support that hip and leg, so that we don't have to think about it when we're doing a little forward fold. Instead of a regular Janu, the leg is out to the side more than it would be if it were straight out. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, I want a swan dive. Chest is big, wide open, and then take the hands down. Dig that heel, that extended legs heel, dig it toward the ground. Maybe pull it back a little bit. Broaden through the chest. And then imagine the hands are isometrically pulling back, allowing the chest to move forward. And just feel that for a moment. Find your breath. Maybe you wiggle through those sit bones a little bit and feel the stretch. Maybe the elbows come to the floor, maybe not. My caution here would be to watch 1, knee hyperextension on that extended leg, and 2, that you're not rounding your back to come lower. Good. Breathe, everybody. And then take the arms up, leave the legs. Inhale, take it up. Whichever leg is extended, since I didn't say, take the opposite arm down and stretch from hip to fingertips. So it's less this and it's more this big extension. Straight elbow, everybody. Good. Cindy, straight elbow there. Yeah, breathe. Just feel this big side body stretch. Take both arms up, squeeze your beach ball. Exhale the other side. Same thing. Imagine creating a diagonal line from your hip to the tips of your fingers. Keep the chin level. Try not to tuck. You don't have to look up or anything, but plant that side hip. Nice job, everybody. Take it up. Exhale to your heart. Shake it out. Bring that leg in. See if you can do it without your hands. And extend the other leg out. Same thing, other side. Watch the knees. Flex the foot. Place a block under that bent knee if need be, want be, and take the arms up. Good. Exhale, swan dive. And then let the hands come down wherever they are, right? So what I think about often is releasing the image of what you think it should be and coming into that internal awareness of what your body is asking from you today. Okay, so I let all those images go of the magazine articles. Ain't never gonna be there. Instead, I want to go, oh, there's a big old stretch in this right hamstring. That's where I want to stay. That's where I want to explore. Maybe you wiggle a little bit in the sit bones. Maybe you take the center of your chest and move it forward so that we're not here rounding, right? We're out here extending. And then decide, for me on this side, right side always tighter for me. There's no getting to the elbows without going further than my body's ready for. So I'm just going to hang out here for a moment. Maybe try to pull the hands back isometrically, maybe broaden through the shoulders and breathe. Say one side wants to come down, but the other one is, nope, not doing it. Good. And then press up and come on back. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, take one hand down, extend the other one over, and truly feel that side bend, right? That side stretch. We just played. It doesn't matter if we're going to do both sides, right? So just feel, we just work the oblique muscles. Maybe you feel the stretch through those same ones. Inhale up, hold on to the beach ball, squeeze it, and exhale the other side. Think of extension, especially through the joints, the elbows, the knees. See if you can get lots and lots of length there. Nice looking in the back there, John. And take it up, squeeze, exhale to your heart. See if you can release and just come to a seated cross-legged pose. If that doesn't work for you, you know to straighten the legs. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Hesitate on the way down. Just hesitate. See if you can use your belly. Take both hands forward. Pull the shoulders back. Now, again, for some, this is so easy. For some, you're right here, and the only way to go lower is to round, and I don't want you to round. Instead, take the center of that chest and pull it forward. And then you decide, can I go lower? Can I drop elbows? Can I bring my chest to the floor? Some can, some can't. Breathe. And then press yourself all the way up, all the way up. Good. Lean back, extend both legs out. Ah, flex both feet. Now, if you know me well enough in my yoga practice, I don't do forward folds in this configuration. My low back doesn't like it, right? So if I force it, I go right to my low back. So I'm going to take my hands forward. I'm going to pull my shoulders back. And then I'm just going to walk out, because what this is not a back pose. This is a inner thigh, maybe hamstring pose. And so where I want the attention is here, right? I don't want it back here. So I'm going to make sure my back feels good, and I'm going to stretch my legs. Yeah, breathe. Nice flex to the feet, everybody. Notice how that feels. Big deep breath. And then take the torso up. Last one here. Inhale up, hold on to the beach ball. So when I say that, you should feel as if there was something between those hands and you are squeezing onto it as tight as you can. And then lift up those arms really tall. Grab one wrist and stretch. Yep, breathe. Inhale, center, release. Grab the other wrist, take it across. Inhale up, let those arms go. Bring those legs in, just shake them out. My goodness gracious. And release fully. We're going to come to table pose. So once again, maybe you want the blanket, maybe not. You're going to take one block. This is where we're going to get into some shoulder work here. So you got one block at the center of your mat, and let me get to table pose so you can see what I'm doing. And if you have a nice cushy mat, you probably don't even need your blanket, but it's up to you because we'll be on and off the knees. You're going to take the other block and put it between your thighs, nice and high. High as is comfortable, not high as in it's no longer comfortable. And then slide your block down so that your hands can be in front of your block, okay? And you're just gonna let that stay there for now. And find a few cats and cows. The block is between your legs. You're gonna give that block a little squeeze, not a big one. Start to move through your spine. Big deep breath. And then come to a neutral spine. Flip your toes under and find downward facing dog and breathe. And maybe pedal one foot and then the other. Yes, it'll feel kind of weird with that block there, but that's okay. And breathe. If you hate the block, you can take it out, but try to keep it there. And then come all the way to tippy toes. Just stretch out the backs of the feet. As you exhale, bring those heels a little closer to the floor. And then, very much on purpose, one hand walks back, the other hand walks back. Go slow. I call these elephant walks. I don't know if anybody else does, but I think of my hands like the legs of an elephant, and I want the weight on them. At some point, you're going to have to come to fingertips or bent knees so that now you're in a forward fold. Bend the knees a whole bunch. Take your hands to your knees, lift your chest, and come to chair pose. You're going to see this several times, so we're going to go slow for the first one. Nice, strong pose. Squeeze your block. Stand all the way up. Grab one wrist and take it over. Take it center. Grab the other wrist. Take that over. Inhale, center. Exhale, swan dive, bent knees. Good. Just feel this forward fold, stretching out the hamstrings. You're going to elephant walk out, out, out until those hands are past your block. You should find yourself in plank pose. Drop the knees. All right, 5 baby push-ups right here. Just tap your block. 1, 2, 3, you got it. 4, don't drop the head. And 5, push up. Flip toes down, lift your knees, elephant walk back, all the way, as far back as you can. Bend the knees, go to fingertips, hands to knees, lift up, chair pose. That's it. Big deep breath, everybody. Stand all the way up. Listen up. Just take one hand down to your side. Stretch the other arm over. Inhale, center. Exhale, the other side over. Inhale up. Exhale to your heart. Roll your shoulders and just think about it for a second. This is where we're going for several rounds. So if we're on knees and that feels better, you stay down on knees. If you want to lift knees up, all that stuff, you take good care of your body. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, soft knees, forward fold. Think about how strong that elephant is and walk it out, everybody. Walk it out. You're in plank pose. Lower your knees. 5 baby push-ups. 1, 2, better if the elbows are in, more chaturanga. 4, 5, listen up. Here we are. We're in a half plank. 1, you're here. 2, you're going to grab your block and bring it over to the left side with your left hand. You're going to land on that left hand, grab the block with your right hand, move it over to the right. So you're just moving it side to side. And when you're doing that, you're weighting one hand at a time. Yep. Just a couple more. We're moving around that 10 number today. Last one. And then take the block, put it back in the center. find plank pose. Lift your knees, squeeze your block. Elephant walk your hands back. Don't forget to breathe. Bend your knees, hands to knees. Lift the chest. Find that neutral spine. Take it up to chair pose. Big deep breath, everybody. And then stand all the way up. Let one hand come down. Take the other one over. Inhale both arms up. Exhale the other side. Inhale both arms up. Listen up. You're going to take your hands to your heart. Let them go. I think I'm too close to the wall. And then circle one arm. 1, 2, maybe 3 times. And circle the other. 1, 2, stretch it all out. 3, and get ready for the next round. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, think about it. Forward fold, so nice and sweet. The knees are bent. Elephant walk those hands out. Find plank pose. Plank pose, those hips are not thinking. The legs are active. The shoulders are strong. Lower the knees. You got 1, 2, 3, or 5 baby chaturangas. So here we go. Down, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Hang on, hang on. The knees are down or up. Trust me, knees up a lot harder. Grab the block with your left hand, move it to the left. Grab it with your right hand, move it to the right. And 3 and 4. Try not to oversway. You will some. 5, 6, 7, 8. Woohoo! 9 and 10. Move that block back to the middle. Walk those hands back. Hang in there with me. Breathe. Bend your knees, hands to knees. Lift the chest. Find chair pose. Big deep breath, everybody. Stand all the way up. Drop one hand, take the other one over. We have one more round. Inhale, center. Exhale, the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, down to your heart. Let those hands go. Hand forward and back. Forward and back. Forward. Oh, that feels good. Other side. Forward, back, forward. And stretch that chest. Shake it out. All right, you up for one more round? Yes? All right, here we go. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. So think about it. Come on up for a second. Just come on up for a second. Think about everything that we just did or we've been doing and how much it builds the strength, hands, wrist, elbow, shoulder, body, right? This is what we're playing with, the collarbones, the chest, building all of this upper body strength so that when we take a tumble, we've got bone, we've got muscle to help us with that kind of stuff. That's why we do it. All right, here we go. Inhale up. Exhale all the way down. Soft knees, soft knees. Maybe shake out those hips a little bit. Make it an elephant walk. One hand plants, the other hand plants. Like really feel the weight of your body, strengthening those bones until you find yourself in plank. Now, this is our last set. Knees up or knees down. Tap and lift. 2, 3, and 4. Woo! And 5. Breathe. Grab that block with your right hand, bring it to the right. Grab that block with your left hand, bring it to the left. And right. And left. And right. Come on, knees up, knees down. It's okay. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Bring that block back to the middle. Woo! Walk those hands back. Try breathing and talking and doing at the same time. Breathe, bend your knees, hands come to knees, lift your chest, take those arms up. In fact, take them forward for a change and then pull them back and breathe. Squeeze your block. Good. Inhale all the way up. Take one hand down to your side, reach the other one over. Inhale, center. Exhale the other way. Inhale, center. Circle both arms back. And back. And back. Good. One more big circle. And shake it out. Well done, everybody. Take that block out. You can set it up to the top of your mat and shake. And then grab your strap again. Now, I know for some that was probably a little harder on the wrist, right? A lot of weight bearing on the wrist. So maybe a good squeeze and stretch. Last class we did hands and fingers. It was way fun, even though the lighting kind of messed up. Good, shake them out. And then circle. All right, so you're gonna grab that strap again. Now you're standing. You're gonna do that same thing we did on the floor. You're gonna wrap it around your hands a number of times so that you are wider than shoulder width apart. And you'll know for you what's right, okay? So there's mine for me. And then you're gonna take your lovely legs wide, the toes point out, you come into a little squat. Once you're in your squat, take a look at your feet, take a look at your knees, right? Make sure the knees are pressed out over or in line with the feet, and then sit back in your pose. So it should be a butt back thing. And it's hard to describe sometimes, right? So if I'm wide, if you're here and you're more, I don't know if you can see that, I'm way forward. My knees are forward. Instead, it's truly like you're gonna sit on a chair, kind of a squat. All right, here we go. And then wiggle a little side to side. Find your breath, or let me find my breath. And then come on down, like sink into, it's not about being lower, it's about sinking into the feet, feeling the legs press out. Take that strap, mine's a little narrow, and up. And then carefully pull it apart. Watch the head, watch the neck. You should have no tension there. Pull that strap apart. Good. And then lean to one side. I want the opposite side to be pulling up the whole time. And up, other side, and up, other side. Breathe, everybody. That's it. And up. Last one here. And up. Pull everything up straight. Squeeze your butt. Come on down, one more. This time the strap's just going behind the head. Down to the shoulders if you can. And up to, now we've done this at the gym, right? So feel that squeeze like you're pulling weight down. Good, 2 more. And 5, good, take it up, stand up, pause, squeeze your glutes. Last one, bend, take it forward, wrap and wrap so that you're not so wide. You're gonna pull that strap to your chest. You're gonna pull the elbows back. The elbows aren't down here, they're out there. Here we go, pull out, push in. And 2, and 3, that's it, come on. And 4, pull that strap apart. And 5, let's do 5 more. 5, woo, 4, sit back. 3, and 2, and 1, pull it straight up, pull yourself straight up, woo, and let go. Undo one hand. Take the strap behind, take the legs back together. You don't have to wrap this hand at all. You're just going to strengthen and work with the back body. If it feels better to wrap once or twice, go ahead and do that. Want you to pull your chest up, pull the shoulders back, and then pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't let the chest fall. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let go. Nice job, everybody. Go ahead and take that strap off, set it down. Just think about that, right? Again, extension works the triceps, flexion works the biceps. Something to think about. Come on back to the front of your mat. Good. Inhale, take it up. Exhale to your heart. You're going to soften your legs. Take the left foot and step it back. And then turn that foot to the side. Think warrior two. Your chest is probably still a bit forward here because we didn't move it. So take the thumbs to the chest and pull it sideways. And then take a look at your front knee and see if it rolled in on you. Yeah, right? And sometimes it's an adjust of the foot. Sometimes it's the knee. Often it's this upper part of the hip that has to kind of pull. Externally rotate is really the better word for it. If you could imagine your right sit bone heading toward your inner left thigh. So imagine that right sit bone trying to reach that. That's kind of the alignment there. And then take the arms out. Good. And so Cindy, I would take the right hip back a little and to see if the knee will come out over the foot a little more. There you go. And then from your pubic bone to your belly button, zip that up. And here's the other tricky thing about warrior two that I learned just, I don't know, 6 months or so ago, is this crease here to this point here, pull it up. Like it's subtle, but instead of dumping, we want to pull away from it and then fire up the back leg. And then think of all the things that we did with those arms already. Take the back hand down, turn the front palm up, and take it up. Now, often people look up. I would try looking down. Look down at the back foot. See how that feels. Find your breath. And take it up. Still warrior two. Straight in the front leg. Imagine somebody has your fingertips. Again, you're not dumping into the joint. You're extending out through this part of the body. Take the hand right where it lands, wherever it is. Take the other arm up. Slide the hand down maybe a little bit, triangle pose. But feel what this feels like. How's the head? Are you in alignment here? Some of you can slide a little bit more, but many of us just shouldn't go so low. There's not a point to that. All right, pull back up, all the way up that leg. Take it out, bend your front leg, hands to your hips, turn your toes, and come forward. Find your breath. Breathe. Press part way up, hands are on the floor. Heel toe in a little bit because chances are you went long. Hands to hips, come on up. Turn that same leg that you were already working forward and then step forward. So part of the interesting thing that I like is, you know, we're so used to hands down, then we step back, then we lift up, is trying to learn to transition without going to the floor first so that we again find that stability in motion, which I kind of really like. All right, so here we are again, other side. In fact, I'll come over here so I don't have my back to you all that time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to your heart. Soften the knees and step back right leg. It's kind of a lunge, right? And then we drop the back foot to the side position. And then we take a look at this leg and we see if it needs adjusting. And then we press through the legs and we move the hip bone, the as-its bone, away from the thigh. And just notice what that does in general to pull us back upright. Because in reality, right, warrior two, the torso is over the hips. It's not forward of the hips. Arms come out. Your chest is to the side. Basically, the chest is facing the same direction as the legs. Good. Breathe, everybody. Take the back hand down to your thigh. Turn the front palm up and reach it back. If the back hand slides down, it is a gentle slide. Don't press into the knee at all. Breathe. And then take the arms up. Feel the legs. Fire up the arms. Straighten the front leg. I see 3 people in front of me and 3 knees rolling into the middle. So let's see if we can play with that. Y'all over there. Take your front hand down to your thigh and just slide it down. Like feel the movement of that slide. What happens to the body? Did it collapse? Take the upper arm up. Open up the bottom shoulder. Roll that upper shoulder back. Maybe a slide more. And take the arm over the head. We didn't do that one. On the other side. And then slide the hand, literally slide it back up your leg. Bend the front knee. Turn your toes so they're all facing forward. And I got pretty wide there. And then hinge at the hips and come on down. And breathe. Good. Plant your hands, heel toe all the way in. Bend the knees, hands to knees, and come on up. And shake it out. And breathe. And if we could just talk about that for a second, because especially when we're doing kind of this to this, what's the first thing that happens? I'm going to face forward here. So when I'm in a lunge and I turn my back foot, you can see everything goes with it, right? And we don't really want this to happen. So if I'm in a lunge and I turn my back foot, I resist with the front knee. So everybody just try that. Get into a lunge on either side and find the lunge first, right? In a lunge, right? Hip bone, right? Find that as-its bone, center of your knee, center of your foot. And then I want to press this knee out. One way to do it is take your hand to the outer thigh and push the knee into the thigh a little bit, outwards. And then turn the back foot while keeping a little pressure on the back knee. Do you feel that? Yeah. And then flip it back and switch sides, because often one side will do it and one side won't. And truly, even though I'm focusing here, it really is about this joint right here rolling back. It's like somebody, like take a C-clamp. So on this side, let's do a C-clamp. So take your thumb into your hip crease, wrap your fingers around that hip, like you're gonna squeeze your own cute butt. So you're in a lunge and you're gonna pull the hip back at the same time the foot goes sideways. You feel that? Yeah, maybe, right? Something to play with. And we'll have a tendency often, if the inner thigh is either tight or not as strong, it'll do this, okay? Because it's pulling in on that tightness, or it's pulling in because it doesn't have the strength. So that's what we're looking at, everybody. All right, shake that out. Come on back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to your heart. Bend the knees, step back with your left leg. Here we are, lunge. Check out that front knee, think about it. Keep the front knee out to the side, turn the back foot to the side position, turn the chest to the side position. Much better. Take those arms out. Inhale, both up. Exhale, one to your forearm, the other one over your ear. Forearm to thigh. Breathe. Extend through that upper arm. Extend, whether it's over your ear or up to the ceiling. Either one is okay. Now, think about the front hip. Roll the front hip back a little bit. Yeah, breathe. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, both out to the side. Take it down to a forward fold. Don't stay for too long. Squeeze your belly. Take those arms right back up. Good. Take the arms out to the side. Listen up. Check this foot that was the front. Make sure it is parallel. Take the other foot. Turn it out. Bend the front knee. Warrior two. Fire up the arms. Extend, extend. Take them up over your ears. Exhale, forearm to thigh, other arm over your ear. Roll that front hip back just a little bit, or press the knee out to the side just a little bit. Big deep breath. Good. Push up. Straighten the toes. Take the arms up. Exhale your hands to your heart. Turn the toes out and come on down. Last squat of the day, or at least of the morning. Sit the hips back. Press into your feet. Press the knees back. Take the arms out. You can come out of squat anytime. I know we've been doing a lot with the legs. Take the hands together. Squeeze. Open them up. Take them up to the ceiling. Squeeze them and open. Good. Chest forward. Open. Squeeze them and down. Good. 3 more. Squeeze in. So that's chest. Open. Squeeze up. There's shoulders. Open. Squeeze in. Open. Squeeze up. I know. Woohoo! We got one left. Squeeze in. Open. Squeeze up. Hold. Hands to chest. Straighten those poor legs. And heel toe in. And shake it out. We got one left. I know. I was super excited about this class. I was like, I can't wait to get to it. They're like, great. All right. So just one more little play here, and then we will take it all the way back to the floor. So you're at the front of your mat. You're feeling your solid, strong mountain pose, right? Do me a favor and take the feet and the knees together, or whichever one comes first, okay? My knees come together before my feet, so I have a little space between my feet. Keep the knees together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come on down. Chair pose, but hands are at the heart. And breathe. First thing you're going to play with here is right elbow to left knee. If that's too deep, a twist for you, go hand to knee instead of elbow. Breathe. 1, you're here. 2, you can open up the wings. Open the arms, 1 down, 1 up. Breathe. Bring the hands back together. Come back to center. Stand all the way up, arms up. Exhale, come on down. Knees are together. Twist to the other side, left elbow to right knee. Even here, you're resisting the right knee curling into the middle. And then maybe open the wings. Breathe. Hands come back together. Back to center. Inhale up. We're almost done. Exhale. I keep saying that. Come on down. Lean forward. This is where it gets tricky. You're going to squeeze the knees and see if you can lift 1 foot off the floor. Breathe. Release that foot. Stand all the way up. Exhale, come on down. Squeeze the knees. Lift the other foot if you can. It's just a little balance here. Release. We got 1 left. Exhale, come on down. 1. You're just going to stay here. 2, you're going to see if you can lift that foot. 3, you're going to see if you can extend the leg. That's it. Bring the knee back. Set it down. Inhale up, last one, last side. Exhale, just pick your pose, everybody. Squeeze, maybe lift, maybe extend. Whoo. Yep. Can't keep that one going. And release. And take it up. And exhale. Good job. Shake it out. Grab a block, everybody. Take that block between your legs and give it a good squeeze. And just feel, right? Feel your accomplishment. That's what I always find, like whatever it is that you are doing and that you did all class, celebrate that. Good, just squeeze. So a lot of times I like these, I call these hip resets. I learned it from a Iyengar teacher. And she said a lot of times when we do these poses where one leg's forward, one leg's back, we want to bring the hips back together. Good, so take the same block, put it between the knees. Woo. Kind of wiggles there a little bit. See if you can find it nice and stable. Squeeze again. And notice how your breath comes back, right? Notice how your body comes back to center. And then just separate the knees, drop your block between your feet. Bring the inner ankles in, bring the inner feet into the block and see if you can squeeze. A little more challenging there. You'll feel it all the way up, right? Good, and release it. Well done, everyone. You can set, maybe keep one block at your side. We'll see if we have time for something toward the end. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, nice forward fold. Pause here, easy forward fold. Your hands are touching something, whether it is the floor, your knees, your shins. Find your breath. Step back to downward facing dog, downward facing dog. Spread the fingers, widen through the shoulders, and just feel this beautiful down dog, this extension all the way through. And then inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, lower your knees. You're going to come on to your back, and there's not a super easy way to do this, but one way, if your knees allow, is you can crisscross your ankles and then roll back over them, and then extend the legs out to the front of your mat. In fact, grab your strap too and just have that alongside. And come on down to your back. And pause here, because that was a whole lot of stuff right there. And so we want to feel our bodies come back into alignment. Maybe bring your right knee to your chest for a moment, and then let the foot come back to the floor. Bring your left knee to your chest for a moment and back to the floor. And then grab your strap and place the strap at the fronts of your ankles. So you're just going to lift your knees, grab the strap around the front of your ankles, and then put your feet back on the floor. Your feet are hips width apart. Your arms are down along your sides, holding onto the strap so that your arms are straight. You don't have to force anything longer, but so that when you pull on the strap, you feel that strap around the front of your ankles, right? Draw the shoulders to the floor. And then inhale here. Exhale, lengthen your tailbone and lift your hips off the floor. So bridge pose, walk your hands down your strap if they'll go. You're pulling gently back. I'm again about 10%. And what this is doing, I hope, is opening up the shoulders and helping you to press the shoulders to the floor as you lengthen your tailbone, as you press the shins back into the strap. Opening up again, finding that shoulder movement. Breathe. Just for a few more breaths here, everyone. Maybe 2 breaths. And exhale it out. Good. One more deep breath. Inhale and exhale, and then slowly lower all the way down. Release your strap, set it aside. As you're laying on the floor, lengthen your tailbone, press your feet into the floor, your hands are down at your sides. I want you to inhale and lift your hips. You don't have to go super high. And then inhale your arms up to the ceiling. Breathe. As you exhale, the hands are going to go overhead, the hips are going to go down. So exhale everything down, the arms are overhead. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hips and arms down to the hips, down by your sides. Good. Just 3 more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms overhead, hips are down. Inhale everything up. Exhale, hands down, hips down. Good. One more. Inhale up. Exhale everything down. Inhale up. Exhale everything down and stay and breathe. Good. Take your right knee to your chest. The hands come behind the knee, or you can use a strap here. Strap would be around your foot. Extend the right leg straight up. If your hamstrings allow, straighten the left leg. So right leg's up, left leg is down on the floor. Soften the shoulders to the floor, everybody. Breathe. And then bend the left knee again. Put that on the floor. Externally rotate the right foot and bring the right ankle to the left knee for figure 4. Draw the knees toward the chest, but maybe keep a small space behind the lower back. You won't go as deep. Breathe. And just hold for a moment here. Maybe you rock down the sacrum a little bit and then rock up it so that the back flattens. Don't overarch. And maybe rock down and then rock it up. Good. Come to neutral so you feel the sacrum on the floor. Cross your knee over your other knee, so your knee on top of knee, and bring both knees to your chest. Deep breath. Good. Release that side. Bring both feet back to the floor. Bring the left knee to your chest. Take that leg up to the ceiling. Your hands are either behind the knee or you're using a strap around your foot. Straighten the right leg optionally. Maybe you just have a little smile on your face. You got through another class. You showed up, you did your best. And then let the right foot come back to the floor, externally rotate the left thigh, and bend the knee, figure 4 on this side. Maybe you're right here, or maybe you bring those knees closer to chest. Again, maybe you keep a little bit of space at the low back for a moment. Deep breath. Let it all go. And then again, maybe rock on the sacrum. It's just a small rock up and back. And when you drop the sacrum, your back arches a little. And when you rock it up, it flattens. Just a little stretch here. And then come back to a neutral spot. Cross knee over knee. And bring both knees to chest. You should feel a really nice stretch in that hip. Good. Release that, everybody. Undo your knees. Grab your block. Lift the hips. Take the block at the lowest level under your sacrum. So this is either a restorative bridge pose, if that feels okay to you, or the knees come toward chest, the legs go up to the ceiling, and we do a variation of legs up the wall pose. Your upper body should feel completely weightless. You're just letting it hang out on the floor. Your legs are hovering in a place where they don't need to work. Your eyes are closed, your chest, arms are open, your palms are face up. You feel that sweet breath move through you. This wonderful prana life energy. And maybe we give thanks for another day. Couple more breaths right here. Slowly bend your knees toward your chest. Place one foot at a time on the floor. Don't do both because that can irritate your back. Pause there for a second. Squeeze your glutes a little bit. Lift your hips. Take that block out. And then from your upper vertebra to the lower, take that back all the way back to the floor. And then straighten one leg to the corner of your mat. Straighten the other leg to the corner of your mat. Release the arms to your sides, palms face up, and find Shavasana, everyone. If you're feeling any low back discomfort, just bend the knees. Feel your body settling deeper into the floor. Let your mind clear of extraneous thoughts. Keep coming back to your body. Start to toes a little bit. Slowly bend one knee, then the other. Just draw them in the chest. Give yourself a big hug. And maybe rock those knees side to side. And as you're ready, let the knees roll to one side or the other. Curl over to fetal pose. And then ever so gently press all the way up. Find a seated pose that works well for you. And then bring your hands to your heart. And bow to that inner voice that loves you, that is kind to you, that acknowledges your efforts, and disregard any other voice that isn't really you. Namaste. Thank you, everybody.